We have therefore made a formal presentation to the Senate and trust that senators will consider the matter on its merit after deep consultations with key stakeholders. The Director General must be fired by Mr. President without delay, as her incompetence stinks and is gradually throwing the entire country into a needless confusion at a time this administration should be more focused on consolidation. Unfortunately, she is rather indulging in needless grandstanding by dishing out conflicting directives using different authorities of government. This is desperation taken too far. It is important to note also that the sale of alcohol in sachets and PET bottles was not intended to have a negative impact on Nigerians. Rather, it was an innovation to serve the low-income adult population who also desire the product and should be allowed the right of choice. If allowed to stand, the ban will deny them the opportunity to exercise their fundamental right of choice. However, contrary to claims by NAFDAC that sachet alcohol beverages encourages abuse, availability in small portion rather discourage abuse that are usually associated with bigger containers. Equally important to note is the fact that alcohol served in sachets by our local producers is produced under thoroughly hygienic conditions and certified by regulatory agencies, including NAFDAC. We would like to further place on record that the unsubstantiated and unverified assertion of abuse by minors as a basis for the ban has been controverted by credible and empirical research that was independently conducted. Industry operators have gone further, notwithstanding the report of this survey, to initiate series of campaigns in respect of responsible alcohol consumption to discourage underage use and allied abuses. This has resulted into substantial amount of money running into billions of naira being expended on advert placement in major news outlets across the Federation. The impact so far has been very massive, discouraging abuse by underage persons and has also deepened access restriction landscape. Rebirth Nigeria movement, however, supports pragmatic measures to remove unsafe products from the market. We only maintain that such decisions should be supported by empirical facts and rule of law rather than emotional persuasion or appeals to public sentiment currently being done by Professor Mojisola Adeyeye. Succumbing to these scenarios can only lead to catastrophes of compromise in jobs and livelihoods and activate grave unintended consequences. This unpopular action is detrimental to the survival of the concerned industrial operators of Nigeria origin. More so, it comes at the expense of jobs and livelihood of workers and all those involved in the value chain. This decision is ineffective because it will open up the market for illicit, substandard, and unregulated products. It will further lead to an influx of imported alternatives, mostly smuggled, thereby denying government substantial revenues collectible from companies and also restrict low-income consumer access to the products. Finally, it is our firm resolve that the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should without hesitation wield the big stick by firing the NAFDAC DG, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, forthwith, because her continued stay in office is no longer in public interest and good of this administration. Comrade Okute Hilary Ako, National Coordinator, Rebirth Nigeria Movement. Thank you all, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.